Today on Make and Drink, we have a very special episode because I've probably made 150 to 200 cocktails here, but never until today has a real professional bartender been here to make a cocktail. Now, you may have first come across him maybe about a decade ago at Trader Vic's in Emeryville, or at Pagan Idol or Zombie Village in San Francisco. Maybe you came across him at Wilfred's in downtown Napa. And if you were lucky, you may have caught him when he was on tour last year. It's the one and only Doc Parks. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
So you shared something on your Instagram recently about your tour and an encore to that. But before we jump into that, I want to go back a little bit. Can you tell everyone about what your first bartending gig was and where it was at?
Yeah, my first legitimate bar gig was at Trader Vic's in Emeryville. Yeah. It was actually what led to me moving to the Bay Area from San Diego. And kind of helped shape the direction of my career, that's for sure.
I mean, if there's anywhere to start in the modern era as a tiki bartender, that's hard to beat.
Yeah, especially at the time. I think this was 2011. It was hard to find, a place where you could really go and get mentored and learn as much as you have the opportunity to at Trader Vic's.
So you start at Trader Vic's, and then you go right across the bay and eventually open Pagan Idol.
Yes. What started working in the fine dining and bar scene in San Francisco ended up leading me to Future Bars, which is a bar group there in mostly the downtown area. Local Edition was the first bar that I was trying to get a couple nights a week at the time. I was working across the street at Hakkasan. And so upon my interview process with Future Bars, I met Mr. Brian Sheehy, the CEO, and he was already planning to open a tiki bar, had the space that is now Pagan Idol, and had the confidence in me to captain that project, which I was very fortunate to have.
When you walk in, it's so immersive because you feel like you're in a ship, right?
Yes.
And then it gets bigger and cavernous, and it's just a really cool must-stop tiki bar if you're in San Francisco. And then another probably must-stop for people is you ended up going from there to Zombie Village.
From that, we opened up Zombie Village down in the Tenderloin district, right across the street from Bourbon and Branch, which is a sister bar in the Future Bars group. Upon the first mention of turning what was Tradition into what is now Zombie Village, I wasn't a huge fan, but just because I really like to drink there.
Yeah.
But upon walking in to Tradition, kind of looking around at the space and imagining what the possibilities might be for escapist build out, it was a no-brainer, and we went forward with it, and now you have Zombie Village too.
So after Zombie Village, you head to downtown Napa and you get set up at Wilfred's.
The Comas family was looking to open up Wilfred's, and they had acquired their liquor license really late in the process.
Okay.
And, months before opening the restaurant, which they had been building throughout, the COVID time, asked me to come on and help them consult for the beverage program, because they initially were planning on going with a non-spirit based cocktail menu.
Okay.
Similar to what Michael Cobb is doing in Solvang at High Roller Tiki.
Okay.
So that was the initial plan when they started that project, and I got the call from Michael Cobb himself to come in and do the program.
Okay, so Wilfred's in Napa, and then you end up going on tour in 2023. So how does that even come about? What's the process for starting that and doing a tour?
Yeah, it was very interesting how it came to be. My time had come to part ways with Wilfred's, and I was ready to take a break after GMing for a restaurant. Opening a restaurant as a GM, it's a lot of work alone, plus running it for a year. And I was ready to take a break, wanted to, get out, see the world, do a little mini tour. I thought it was going to be some West Coast dates, a little road trip situation. And the interest from that became more than I anticipated. And so we kind of reshifted our thinking on it and made it more of a countrywide opportunity to go do some pop-ups. And
All right, then at the end of 2023, you start winding down the tour for some good personal reasons.
Yeah, we had to cut the tour off towards the end of the year because my second son was born. Awesome. So end of November, he was born. So last event, I think, was early November at Trader Vic's. And we had some unfinished business, if you will. There were cities we didn't get to hit.
Got it.
Cities we wanted to hit again. And we had so much fun, really, is the real reason that we're looking to have a little encore.
Right, so some of the tour stops coming up. Can you share with everybody a couple of those places?
Yeah, we're going to be doing a stop in Texas for a really cool music festival that I'll be announcing soon. We're doing a couple of visits to Florida, which is going to be fun. Yeah, so there might be 2 or 3 pop-up things that we're doing out in Florida. Still looking to confirm New York and Phoenix, which is in the works, just trying to nail down those bits of information. And really had a good time visiting home bars on the 2023 tour. So if any opportunities come to do a home bar, I'd love to see that as well.
So in addition to that, your very first stop.
Yes, we are kicking off the tour at the Kon Tiki March 16th, Saturday night. I'll be bartending with my good friend Julio. The Greasy Gills are going to be playing, fantastic surf rock band out of Oakland, and Woody Miller DJ will be spinning some records for us as well. So sure to be a great night.
And also, I think we all that stuff sounds amazing, but a lot of the people watching this are kind of obsessed with the cocktails. So you will be making cocktails, and
yes.
There will be a cocktail that you're going to make there. Can you tell us about that cocktail?
Yeah, the Banana Afterlife is one of the drinks we'll be serving that night, and I'm very excited to share that with you now. For the Banana Afterlife, you're going to need Tanduay Gold, Rum Fire, Denizen Vatted, fresh pineapple juice, grapefruit juice, lime juice, banana liqueur, and Passionola.
All right, the Banana Afterlife. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Can you maybe walk me through how you came up with it, the thought process behind it?
Yeah, I mean, the thing about the Banana Life that was kind of a revelation at the time was the juice blend.
Yeah.
We were really happy with our Passionola that we had come up with for Pagan Idol. Came up with the Banana Life for our light entry level kind of tiki style cocktail, tropical drink that would appeal to many. But the juice blend and the way that it plays with the Passionola and the little bit of banana liqueur that we put in there is just really fun. And whatever spirit you want to pair with it. In this case, we did a nice trio of rums that are pretty, bold and stand up on their own. But together, I feel like it just makes a really fun exploration in the glass.
It's not too intensely rum fire at all.
No, it's not over the top at all.
We didn't use passion fruit syrup, right? We used
Passionola.
Okay.
Yeah, this is which as we'll find out with the upcoming book, Passionola. Passionola is what kind of led to Passionola becoming what it was, and still is to early tiki cocktails mixology and even just drinking culture at the time.
And can you share with us what's inside that bottle?
I can't share with you what's inside this bottle,
try,
but all will be revealed. We do plan to release this to the public.
Okay.
So we're hoping to have some bottles available later this year. It's another exciting little tidbit. And it certainly has a good passion fruit base, but some other exotic and tropical fruits to pair with.
It's interesting because Doc didn't know this, but last night kind of ran through a bunch of your cocktails just because,
Nice.
not just for preparation. And in one of them, I didn't use Passionola, and I used just a straight passion fruit syrup. And it was too much. And it felt like that passion fruit syrup was like overwhelming that drink. And this is not. It's like has that fruitiness, but it's not intensely passion fruit. Because it's weird. Passion fruit for some people, I like it, but some people don't. It's almost like banana.
Right. Well, and it can be very tart for folks, It is very tart by nature. So that's what's fun about making Passionolas at home, or, Passionolas that are available on the market, is that, the way that passion fruit can pair with some other tropical fruits like stone fruit or, really anything. There's no rules to it. Some people use strawberries and, berries and things like that to kind of like go in that direction with it. But I really enjoy using stone fruit and other tropical things you might find in the Pacific.
Yeah.
In the Great Pacific.
Stone fruit. That's like such a great descriptor. We were talking about wine country. Like that's like such a descriptor. Stone fruit.
Stone fruit. Well, and it also leaves it open too. There's many different varieties. I mean, especially up here in Northern California, we've got plenty to pick from.
Yeah. And then I know you have something called you have Doc spices, right?
Doc spice.
And what's in that?
That is another secret ingredient.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gotta catch him off guard.
Good try. No, it is. It's a spice syrup. Essentially, it's every baking spice you can imagine, and a few other surprises that I reduced down into a syrup rather than. And I use that kind of to substitute for allspice dram or any recipe that may call for that, or just when you need some of that winter spice. Anytime we're making it either at the restaurant or when I make it at home, it smells like Christmas.
Yeah.
That flavor is nostalgic for people, and really it's just another way, especially in the tropical cocktail realm, to kind of like add dimension and depth to your drinks.
Well, the Banana Afterlife is awesome. Everyone now has sort of the keys to make this at home. And then if they're making it right now and they don't have access to Passionola, the advice for them is to use
passion fruit is okay. If your passion fruit syrup is on the tart side, you may want to even just back it down a little bit and maybe pair it, kind of go 50-50 with either a regular simple or something else. Something fun to do with this drink too is to add a little spice. So if you don't have a Passionola or Passionola, maybe doing passion fruit and falernum is a nice little split base, and that'll kind of, again, give you more dimension and more depth.
It's great. It's surprisingly light. It's not like overpowering, and it's not too much of anything. I could see easy to like drink several of these, which is awesome.
That's kind of the idea.
Yeah. So I guess kind of closing out here, I will be sharing in this episode's description the dates as they come out for your Encore Tour. And the first stop will be in Oakland on March 16th. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
and
thanks for having me.
If people want to connect with you, what's the best place to find you?
Instagram is my most used platform at the moment. So check me out. It's doc_parks on Instagram. And
then I'll put a link to your Instagram there. And then also you have a website where you have like merch and things available. And that website is?
Yes, it is docparksdesigns.com.
And I'll have a link for that in this video in the description below. So thanks to Doc Parks. While this is great and you should try to make this at home, if you have the opportunity, you should go out and meet Doc Parks and it's going to be better if he makes it for you. I can tell you that right now, and support him on his Encore Tour. So that's it for this one. I'm Derek. This is Make and Drink. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like below. Go check out Doc on Instagram, and otherwise, see you on the next one.